Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you. And today I'm talking about Seberg, released in the first quarter of 2020, theatrically, even though it is an Amazon original film. It's directed by Benedict Andrews and stars Kristen Stewart, Anthony Mackie, Jack O'Connell, Margaret Qualley, Zazie Beetz, and Vince Vaughn. This is the true story, or I don't know how true it is. It is a movie. Take that with a grain of salt. But it's the true story of City starlet Jean Seberg, who spent years being spied on by the FBI, and slowly lost her mind. This was, as biopics go, just kind of a middle-of-the-road movie for me. Kind of meow. I'll get to in a second why. Like I said, the whole setup is, Jean Seberg, she was City starlet, but bigger in, Europe than in the States. She had a dual infidelous affair with a member of the Black Panther Party. I mean, they were both married with children, so low lives. And because she was, she's a movie star and he's a political activist, the FBI ended up spying on her for years. Ended up driving her insane with paranoia until she was mysteriously found dead in the late 70s. Okay. Now, the movie basically just covers the first 2 years or so of her surveillance, and Jack O'Connell plays a good-hearted FBI agent who, slowly but surely, comes to realize this is not what he signed up for, and tries to help her, which leads to one of the bigger problems for the movie. I doubt this FBI agent fucking existed, because this whole thing feels like it's stolen right out of the lives of others, you know what I mean? Which was a magnificent film. My biggest harp on this movie is its laziness. I mean, in my opinion, there's maybe no subgenre in all of Hollywood that is more lazy than the civil rights film. They just always have the exact same scenes, the exact same beats. Characters are portrayed more as symbols, than actual people. For example, I bet you cannot name 3 civil rights movies that don't have the get out of here scene. The scene where, a minority characters run out of a diner or a restaurant or off a plane in the case of this movie, or even out of somebody's home. It happens in every single solitary one of them. It's as predictable as the superhero landing or the jump scare in your found footage film. It's lazy. It's really lazy. It's not even a beat at this point. I thought that was a problem, and I thought a lot of it was just, the tip, like I said, and there's more things than just that. A lot of the same beats, like they have to have the one guy that is just every negative stereotype of the suburban, white, typical Christian guy that Vince Vaughn plays, of course. I mean, just everything about him. Of course, he's a racist and a sexist and a spy, but he can't even be a good dad. His wife is scared of him. He probably kicks his dog. Just like every single thing about him has to be the extreme awful. Like the Michael Shannon character in Shape of Water. Aside from that, I thought the movie looked great. Had great art direction and costume design. I thought the acting was very good. Jack O'Connell's first good performance in a movie. Kristen Stewart's really good in it, but honestly, I think she's an okay actress. Anyway, she just always seems to be in shitty movies. Mackie is always great. But, and like I said, the art direction and the soundtrack was good. It wasn't your typical, just every sissy typically. There's no Crimson Clovers or Jimi Hendrix just thrown in there to be thrown in there. And about those social beats, the get out of here, boy, those scenes. I mean, that scene is in Giant, which came out in '56, a decade before the civil rights movement. So it's like, this shit, it isn't original. To still in 2020 have to see this scene as if it's still relevant is just silly. Anyhow, I'm gonna give this movie 3 stars because it's just a meh. It's in the middle of the road. What's good about it is really good, and what's bad about it is groaning. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you like all my stuff. Please comment, whatever, if you want. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.